So nice to get out here and isolate. The day-to-day schedule of whatever your endeavors are at whatever particular season of life you're in, they kind of they they kind of soothe you, and you get kind of comfortable within the schedule, and it's hard to break away. But as soon as you do break away, for example, like on my drive out to this hike, I was like, man, the further and further I got away from the city, and metaphorically my schedule and the day-to-day of what I'm going through right now. We all have our things that we're going through all the time. And whenever one phase is done, you'll just start the next one. And that's a great thing. But I was like, man, this is a good fucking idea, and I wanted to make a note to document that. So I'm out here. Been here before. This is the first time I've been out here. Beautiful out here. And like I've said before, when you're out here, you've got no one to be, you've got nowhere to be, and you can really remember, reflect in the midst of all the noise, where you are, where you're going, who you are, what it is that you even consider is you. And you kind of put your brain and your muscles and your body and your thoughts and everything that's happening, whether you have a sense of control over it or you believe that it's mechanisms beyond your control or your conscious awareness, you kind of find a way to put them in harmony. So there I sit again. I've been there before. That's Staunton State Park. Dealing with another endeavor, and it's 2025. I've got a great plan, but some shit comes up, and that's what happens. Life is what happens in the middle of making plans. Isn't it cool how the snow you got the trees, and then the snow is just blanketed that whole side of the hill, of the mountain. So pretty. The camera can't capture everything I'm seeing, but it does a good job. It's just easier to type this or to talk this out than it is to write it. Man, what a journey, I feel like in many ways it's still got a long way to go. I've been through a lot. I don't really know where I'm headed. I just have intuitions. And think and grow rich. Find a strategy and bring yourself into the next kind of, for lack of a better term, you manifest what it is that you aim for. Fortunately, we're still in America where that aspect of being a human and manifesting, opportunity is still very well achievable. And I'm working my ass off for it. But like Jordan Peterson says, pursue what is meaningful and not what is expedient. And I think in the pursuit of what's meaningful, you realize it takes a long time. It takes a long time to develop and build something that's going to live and last decades of your life. And that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. You go through the expediency of life, doing drugs and trying things and going to concerts and sex with other women and all those kind of things that are really low-level lusts of the human animal. And while they're thrilling and in the moment, they don't have any type of long-lasting purpose, or it doesn't make you feel an overall sense of achievement and fulfillment in your life. And that's okay. You run into dead ends, and you realize that's not what you were looking for, and you figure it out. And Jim Carrey said it before, and a lot of people who have achieved great things have said it, and they just, I wish everyone could be rich and famous so they could realize it's not what they want, because it's not what we're after. What we're after is something a little bit more in line with our evolutionary makeup, and it's difficult to find that tune in the noise of a capitalistic world with technology like we have in America. But I think it's possible. It's just about trial and error. And like Brett and Heather say, the human niche is indeed niche switching. So we got to figure out how to take what's externally happening and adjust ourselves to come into alignment with it the best we can. and realize that struggle will never be out of the equation. In fact, it's probably part of the equation. So I just hope I'm trying to grow this time around. I'm trying to get better and more mature. And there are just certain things that I'm still dealing with. And Carl Jung, he says, everything that bothers you will lead you to an understanding of yourself. And sometimes those pockets get hit at the least expected time, and you realize, God, I still got some deep work to do. I just hope that I don't sabotage my potential. I got good things ahead. I just got to figure out in the now how to, what path I'm going to take towards them. Just like a journey, just like a hike, just like a sailing expedition. You sail out with enough to survive, and you realize you're going to have to figure out challenges as they come because you can't really plan for them. And I think that's what's happening, and that's all right. I'm doing my best. I'm doing a pretty good job. I got a lot to be proud of, but I got a long way to go. So that's all I'm going to say. I feel pretty good about that.